Okay, and with that said, Gary, no rest for the wicked, mate. That is a tough act to follow. That's a tough act to follow. But we can see Busty on the screen there, rearing and ready to go with this Xbox Championship game right here. Now, again, a reminder about our contestants coming up in this one. This is the Xbox final. Okay, we've got James Smyth playing with the 49ers Regs team. He's got the Raiders offensive playbook, okay, Bears defensive playbook, versus Darren Busty Quinn, a.k.a. Busty, who's going to be playing as the Ravens with the Green Bay offense and Miami defense. This is going to be a really interesting one because Busty comes in as a heavy favorite. And also shout out, of course, to the Vipers uniforms there, made by Bantam, which we also want to give credit to. This is going to be quite the final, wouldn't you say, Gary?
Yeah, he's certainly busty, all right. He's about to fucking bust out of that medium Vipers jersey that he's got going on there, but it's looking good. He's got the player fit there around the arms. The biceps are about to burst out of that bad boy. But yeah, looking forward to this one. And I just want to give a quick shout out while people are online here watching this. Bit of an announcement. I am going to be sponsoring the Maynooth University Hurricanes flag football team this year. I did my undergraduate degree in Maynooth University from 2004 to 2008. So I'm giving back a little bit to the university. And I'm gonna be, supporting that team. They're gonna be rocking the Paddy Pigskin logo on their jerseys this year. So, quick shout out to the Maynooth University Hurricanes. They're gonna be rocking the Paddy Pigskin logo on their jerseys this year. So, looking forward to seeing them in action with those bad boys.
Not to be confused with the Miami University Hurricanes, but still very cool. And maybe you can get Michael Irvin to come over and do an endorsement as well. Anyway, from the U. So there we go.
All he needs is a bag of Coke, and he'll do anything.
All right, Polish is.
Do you want us to get
chat.
going here, boys? I'm just on the sideline here with the two other players ready for kickoff. Just waiting for you guys to let us know if we're good to go.
We are good to go, Polish. We're rearing and ready. The game is loading in. Wow, tough act to follow. The PS4 final was absolutely insane. Chat is chomping at the bit. We got people shouting out the Canes, and people saying that's awesome. That's awesome. God bless you for that's a great cause. There we go. The U. Chat, score predictions in the final right here. Give us some score predictions.
You're right. It is certainly going to be a tough act to follow. That was an absolutely epic game. But Darren was fairly dialed in from the get-go last week, so I think he's going to come out swinging here. And a rematch of Super Bowl 47 when the lights went out. So I wonder is one of these guys going to turn the lights out on their opponent here right now?
Yep. Kaepernick was there. Now we got we got James playing for the Niners, who's going to be starting. It looks like on defense, and Busty playing for the Ravens. This is going to be really interesting. I was kind of surprised, a little bit surprised by the playbook selection there for Busty. Feel like he knows something that somebody else doesn't there with the Green Bay Packers offense, Miami defense. Very unusual selection right there. Heavy run to begin the game though.
He's walking races from the get-go. Heavy dose of the run, just like last week at the start.
Stretch alert, looky, it looked like, and now he's going straight to Tripp's tight end. Tripp's tight end offset. This is, mate, he's literally coming out swinging here. Ingram runs down your throat, and this is going to be probably rollout dot city to the corner if I'm not mistaken. Oh, he's going up the guts. He's just saying, you know what? Another 9 yards up the middle.
Back to back.
There you go. Busty.
I mean, last week he came out very confident, bopping around in that chair, and didn't show any signs of nerves. And this week it looks like it's no different. He's coming out confident, ready to roll.
Yep.
Ready to do his thing with the Ravens.
Inside handoff there. That was actually like a QB read option there. QB can keep that if he wants to. No huddle, and look at this. He's literally down it, nearly in the red zone after 3 plays. Pretty massive. Play action here.
Absolutely. He seems to be running at will here.
Oh, and it's an early pick.
He picked it. Wow.
Jimmy Ward
at
the
Tart?
1. We could be looking.
Jimmy Ward.
We could be looking at an early safety right here, though, mate. This has got to be a big power run right here. And look, he's sending everybody. He's got a couple of yards though. That's a good rumble. You're really, first and foremost, you're looking to make some room for your punter in this situation, aren't you?
Yeah, surprised Darren went to the pass when he was just running at will there, and it was working so well for him. I don't know. You just lean on something that's working for you to get that first score on the board and figure out what the defense is showing you. I'm kind of surprised he threw it there, but
it is interesting.
And maybe he is a little bit nervous under around all that bopping around in his chair. He might be showing a little bit of nerves.
Look, it's an animation-based game. I keep saying it. It can go one way or the other. One thing we're not seeing here at all, and it was something we critiqued last week, is James doesn't really try to get sticky at all. So right there, when you've actually got every opportunity in the world to cut back inside, especially on an over-pursuing defender when you're on that stretch. He doesn't do that a lot, though. So that's why, look, full shout out to our runner-up in the last game there, Jan. The dude has some of the best sticks I've seen in Madden, full stop. Full stop. Especially when you're talking about players without abilities, without X factors. So that was interesting. He made enough room for the punter, and now he's going to get the ball back at halfway. Let's see what Busty comes out in here. I'm with you. I think he needs to stick to the run game.
We got to see another Aussie again, just like last week. Wisnowski, the Aussie punter there. And they stick to the run game. It keeps working for you. Look at off to the races already.
Ingram
boom, there he is.
You just have this feeling that the only person that can beat Busty is Busty. Do you know what I mean? I really feel that way.
Yeah, exactly. What's Ingram on? Like 70, 80 yards or something already after that?
That's insane.
Could be looking at 250.
Yeah,
this is a great performance from Darren so far. It's just that one play that caught him out. Everything else has been absolutely fantastic so far. So, stick to the run game. It's working for him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, and here we go. So they both out of possession. Juice getting a nice run out there.
Shout out to my fellow Harvard man. People always make fun of me for dropping the word Harvard, but he's fielding the ball there. So him, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and who's the other one? Cameron Bright all went to school there. So I always got to give a bit of love when I can.
There we go. There's Coleman and a little bit more shtick there. There you go. Maybe the message got through. Try to hezzy right there. This is interesting. Okay, so even though Darren Busty is sending a lot of heat right there, he's sending 7 every single play, all filling the A and the B gaps, all on the O line there, right up in their face. Look at this adjustment he makes there. There they go. He's sending 7 now. He's actually trying to catch him out with a zone here. He did mention that last week, but see the way he's using Jefferson out of that zone on the right hand side there, that cloud flat. So that's risky. It means to get open. See, they do get open there. You got to be careful. The one thing I don't like about using anybody other than a middle linebacker is that they do have his own responsibility, and I normally always give up a touchdown. But Busty's a lot better than I am. So he is. So I'm sure he's got it sorted. Screen.
We've all been there.
Oh, he went for the strip. Coleman's broken out here.
Great
Can he
block.
grip it?
Fantastic block.
Oh.
Nice little pancake on Earl Thomas there.
I'll tell you what. Busty went in there instead of going. You saw his man make a miss strip attempt there. He's going for the big plays instead of just wrapping him up there. And that's the difference between a first down and a first and goal. So, yeah, you got to be careful. Interesting to see what happens here. Garoppolo.
Starting to get the feeling this is going to be another score fest again, just like the other one. He's in. Broke the plane.
Coleman.
Yeah, this is going to be a high-scoring game, I think.
Coleman, unbelievable.
Here's the match winner from last week who broke Jerry Jones's heart in Dallas, Robbie Gould.
Right.
Who knocked over that field goal in overtime last week. Put
Robbie
James
Gould
in the final here.
Every single point for the Niners last week, and already this week we've seen James come out, right? And all of a sudden he's throwing screen passes, he's hitting the flats, he's throwing for touchdowns. Garoppolo had 17 pass yards in the first half last week. Already has like, what, 60, 70 here in the first quarter. And again, we got a high-scoring game. What's chat saying? There we go. Ingram's a monster.
Where's our looking sideline reporter to let us know what's popping in the chat room there?
Let us know, Polish, if there's any epic comments. We'll try and get to them. Looks like pass here again. Level sales. Here you're really looking for that corner out. There it is. Oh, he goes under. My bad. Hollywood Brown. Oh,
he's got the corner. He's away. Gotta beat him till. Yeah, he's got it. Wow. Damn, Darren's on fire today, man.
The stick skill there.
He's bringing it. He's locked in.
The stick skill there.
He's dialed in. And you're fooling nobody there. We know that's pure fucking poaching in that bottle, by the way. There's no water in there at all.
Gentlemen, how are we getting on? It's Paul here from the sidelines. How's things?
All good, mate. Paul, do you want to give an explanation for the non-Irish people as to what poaching is?
I'm not Irish either. It's basically just moonshine. Moonshine is all I can explain it as. It's probably one of the strongest alcohols I've ever tried.
Yep.
The only time I've ever tried it was my girlfriend's mother gave me a bottle of this clear liquid in a Blossom Hill wine bottle and said, try this. And it was the worst decision of my life, so I would highly recommend it to everybody.
Yep, yeah, that's the pushing the Irish moonshine is the type of thing you wake up in another country with a face tattoo. Another screen pass here. What do you got from the sideline for us, though, Paulie?
I think the only thing that we're seeing just now is people complaining that we don't have any huddling from Busty yet, which was obviously a huge thing that we had from last week. We've got one other comment just asking if we can maybe get some of the stadium noise up a little bit. I don't know if we have any control over that at the moment.
We don't actually. It's actually that's all down to Busty.
That's all good. That's all good.
What we could get is a little bit of background music, though. How's that? So it isn't just our horrible voices, okay? A little bit of background music for you.
Yeah, you can go with whatever, but I mean, like, I think it's pretty much just a lot of emote spam that we're getting at the moment. So I'm gonna retire back to the sidelines, and I'm gonna let you two beautiful voices take this away.
Appreciate it. And look at this, Gaza, Paddy Pigskin. Garoppolo's 5 of 5 for 70 yards and a touchdown. Who is this man? He's looking like TB12 out there in the championship.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. That was a great play from Sanders over the middle there, full extension. You know, making full extension plays across the middle can get you killed sometimes, but he laid out for that one. Nice toss from James there. Yeah, these two offenses are rolling. Like there's not many stalled drives here at all, which is great to see. From an entertainment standpoint, two guys slinging it and running all over the place. That's what we're here for, and that's what we want to see.
Right, just up and down the field, marching backwards and forwards. We are seeing literally the best possible games from these guys today. That's what I love. Even Jan, who came out of three first quarter interceptions, comes back and nearly wins it all. I'm loving it. 91 yards, 6 of 6, and a touchdown for Garoppolo. Jimmy G might be the story of the game if he ends up winning. This is huge. He's perfect right now.
So handsome, isn't he? He's perfect looking and perfect play right now. The guy is so handsome, it's ridiculous.
It's true. He's incredibly good looking. So he's taking the field goal here. There's your boy Gould. Interesting. I mean, it's championship football. Jonathan Headley said, "Nope, I'm going for it on 4th down every single time." I like the decision to stay relevant here to kick this 3. What do you think?
Put the commentator's course there and said, "Oh, no stalled drives so far," and obviously the next thing that happens, stalled offensive drive that results in a field goal. But still, lots of points, lots of scoring, lots of entertainment so far. I can see it going the exact same way in the second half. These two lads are bringing their A game, and that's why they're here in the final. Brilliant stuff so far.
It's Paul here again. Just to interject, I believe Busty's created some hype back in the stadium there. He's managed to get the crowd noise up a little bit so we can cut that music.
Gone. The music is gone. I can see the Elgato game sounds coming through now. This is perfect. Ingram, 5 rushes, 93 yards and a touchdown. Just a cool nearly 20 yards of carry right there from Mark Ingram, Gary. Are you thinking that's the formula here for Busty? As he gives another inside zone, this is pretty dominant.
Yeah, both guys leaned heavily on Ingram last week, and it seemed to pay dividends. They were able to march down the field and control the clock. So yeah, definitely for Darren, if he wants to keep controlling the clock, just get Ingram involved, and sometimes that's in the passing game too. He caught a couple of passes last week.
Yep.
He had no issue sending them downfield. So yeah, just get the ball in your playmakers' hands and let them do the rest.
Here we go, another QB option play right here. And he's giving it up again. I'll tell you, the sticks from it might not look like much, guys, but that one little veer to the inside, moving away from that initial tackler, is the difference between like 3 yards and 10 yards on that run right there. Very, very solid stuff. Here we go, and we got people backseat driving for Busty. They want to see him run the clock down and score a touchdown right here. Not a bad old move right there. Not a bad move. Now, it is, I have it right this time. It's going to be the Niners ball at half, though. That I have absolutely for a fact right here, Gary, after that blunder in the first
You beat me to the punch. You beat me to the punch there. I was just about to ask who was getting the ball in the second half, because this may dictate, who was it? The Niners? The Niners are getting the ball in the second half, yeah?
That's it. So, I mean, if you can hold the Niners here to 3 and you don't even get the ball back, you're sitting pretty. But obviously, a touchdown here to Busty, 21-10. Could be pretty huge. So you're really hoping for some good defense here if you're the Niners. He's got over the middle. That's good D. That's good D. Again, it's a cross-body throw on the run with a defender in your face. Animation-based game. Random number generators out there. Occasionally, you're going to miss those. 3rd and 9. This is huge. This needs to be a stop. He's gone to the run. Oh, big decision to be made here. He's got a 61-yarder. What?
Man, you've got one of the best legs in the game kicking football. So I'm pretty sure he's made a couple of 60-plus yarders before.
61 yards. This is massive. I think he might have it. Look, Busty doesn't know he's going to run down the clock here. Oh, this is huge. I mean, it's so far away that we couldn't even see the end circle right there for where the kick was landing. I'm predicting this is coming off the woodwork.
Might squeak. Peeking into the right. Ooh, is it gonna hit the crossbar challenge?
I said woodwork. I called it. The NFL record is 63 yards in Denver with that thin air. That would have been miraculous. And now, if you're James, you got the ball at halfway. He's flipping the play here. Flipping the play. I'm feeling a run. There it is. And he's got the yards, and he's getting a bit sticky. You got to take a quick timeout there. I don't like the runoff there at all. Quick snap, though. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that runoff.
Ooh.
Yeah, because you end up, it's not just the 10 seconds you lose there. It's the 10 seconds you lose after you hike the ball as well. So you got to be a little bit. Now, last time I said that, though, sure, didn't Jonathan Headley come back and win the entire championship with great clock management? Oh, he got skinny there. He got really skinny. That could have been coming up. That could have been a crib. That could have been a house call right there. Big play right here. Big play. See if he leans on the runner. He takes the passing option here. Big play. Up the guts. He's got it.
Oh, yeah.
He's got it. I don't like the no huddle, though. I don't like the no huddle at all.
Ooh.
I'm not a big fan. He's passing.
It's getting tight here with time.
Garoppolo. He's going to run.
Oh, God. Oh, he's got to run. He's going to get that beautiful head taken off.
I can't watch, man. I can't watch. It's too... Oh, my God. Great pocket presence. Great usering from Busty to take away the corner out. Now, this has to be 3 passes.
Right, so obvious. Yeah, obviously passing situations here. Yeah, he's got a couple of chances to take a shot at the end zone.
Definitely. Here we go. Here we go. Can we see some Montana magic here? You can't do that. That's
oh
no
no!
points.
Oh no!
No points. That's it.
That's a killer.
That's a huge sack.
Oh wow!
That's a huge sack.
Massive moment.
Wow. That is about as big a sack as you can get, because it saves potentially 7, but definitely saves the 3 as well. What were we saying about those seconds ticking off the clock there as well? You see, you got to have that good clock management there.
Crucial.
Now let's see if the lads
sure,
actually
yeah.
going to take a breather here. They're meant to take a breather, so we can take a breather as well.
Need to get some more fluids on board here. I'm drying up like a prune.
There it goes. Yeah, exactly.
And this fantastic soup.
We'll take a quick bio break and we'll be right back with some first half analysis. I'll see you in a sec, Gaza. And we are just about back here. Oh my God. Paddy Pigskin has returned. Oh, that was quick, mate. I'll tell you what. I haven't seen an Irishman run that fast since Dicey Riley's did 2-for-1 cocktails on Tuesdays. That is some pace right there.
Love it. What have I got here? I'm drinking a Highlight India Pale Ale, Cigar City Brewing, Tom Brady's new home, and that is Tampa Bay, Florida. That's what I'm sipping for this. What have we got here? I think it's like an 8% Indian Pale Ale. So yeah,
an 8%.
Actually, work doing this commentating business. So,
oh my God!
Yeah,
well,
put the hairs on the chest for Sunday morning.
There you go. You're drinking an 8% Indian Pale Ale from Tampa Bay, homebrewed by Tom Brady. That's the headline we're going with. But we're giving 100% to our commentating efforts right here. And these champions, these two champions playing in the Xbox Final are giving 110%. And here we come out with some quick dots. Garoppolo, 9 of 9 and 99
Guys,
yards.
can I just jump in quickly? You're making an absolute show of me here down in the sidelines. Already have people asking if Paddy's in the single malt, and I'm like, nope. He's on the straight and narrow. He was out yesterday. He swapped the pigskin for the putter. He's in the straight and narrow. Comes back from the break, can in hand. My God, making me seem like an idiot here. Thank you, guys.
Well,
people want me to bust out the single malt, I'll do it.
We aim to please. You aim to please. 2nd and 3 here. We got a flip play. This is probably going to be a heavy run. The importance of this drive cannot be overstated. He might take a delay of game here unless he gets his snap off a real quick smart. There it goes. Because he left 3 at least out there, didn't he? At the end of the first half with poor clock management.
I wonder later on when it's all said and done, we'll come back to that moment and be like, that was the pivotal change in the game where it was won or lost for one of the guys.
Right. I mean, it's a little bit like test match rugby. Sometimes you got to take your 3. I would have seen some guys come out there with 12 seconds and have one. Oh, there's some stick. Coleman's gone. Is he going to grab it? Oh, that's huge. That's massive.
Fantastic play. Coleman. He keeps finding that corner with Coleman every time, and then he's off to the races. A good display of rushing ability here from the two running backs in this game.
Right? That is absolutely massive. And we've run into the kicker there, so we're actually going to get an extra. They basically just move up the kickoff. You see that there? So this will probably go into the end zone.
Yeah.
So we were critiquing James Smith's lack of stick to begin in the first quarter, but since then it might be like he's listening. He's given it some, and as you see there, the biggest weakness when it comes to playing regs or user tackling in Madden is over pursuit. So when you have a tackler pushing you to the sideline, they cut back to the inside. But there, he juked, he manually sticked, and then he had to put on the jets there to outrun the chasing DB. Phenomenal touchdown. Another lead change. I'm literally going to need like a freaking, I don't know, like a Buddhist retreat after this or something, man. This is too much stress for one commentator. I'm glad you're here sharing the load, Gary. Paddy Pigskin, thank God you're here, mate. Maybe I need a drink too.
Go for it, man. I like how both of these guys are leaning on, the qualities of the players in real life that are on these teams. Because last year, the run game for the 49ers was very good, obviously. For the Ravens, they were ranked #1 in rushing. So it's clear that the run backs on both of these teams are highly skilled players, and I think they're using the skills like Exhibit A right here.
Now
Kamara rushed for like 900 yards last year. So
he's been running read option this whole time. Every time you've seen what looks like an inside zone, it's actually been read option. He sandbagged that till the third quarter. That's the first time he's held onto it himself. And now he's going up the middle. I tell you what.
He's at it again.
He's in the flow. Both of these dudes are just in the flow. What one of them needs to do is make a massive statement play on defense. You know, we saw a lot of defense, even though it was a shootout. We saw a lot of defense in that PlayStation 4 final. Not seeing a lot here yet. No user lurks, no user click-ons. Both very good opponents with high percentage plays.
The majority of the people in the don't give a fuck up defense. They just want to see 40, 50 points up on the board. Me personally, that's what I want to see. But you know, we do appreciate a good defensive stop just like that from time to time. But we want to see them sling it around.
It's true.
Put up points, make crazy throws downfield. That's what we're here for.
Coming back to the middle there, that is the beautiful thing about. Oh, and he's crimped it. Oh no, he hasn't.
Oh,
I spoke too soon. He's down at the 1. That could have been a fumble. I thought he was. Look right here. I'm thinking, how's he not going to get in? He went for a hurdle. He went for a hurdle. Oh, the fail hurdle. Oh, making that note. This will be huge.
You wanted to see some hurdling. You specifically asked to see some hurdling in the first half, and you nearly got some there. It has to be Nick Boyle, and he's in.
He's in.
Untouched.
I agree. If you're going to try and hurdle, it needs to be with Nick No-Neck Boyle, the tight end, or don't even at me, okay? Like, you just can't be trying to hurdle with these athletic wide receivers. It's not going to happen. It's a pipe dream. Another lead change here.
People are skipping neck day too much. Nick Boyle does not skip neck day. That's why he's able to hurdle the fuck out of people. Because he never takes neck day off.
That's it. It's true.
High volume reps.
High volume reps. There you go. Now we've got a request for you to bust out the whiskey in chat. By the way, we've got several of them. So you might have to. You have my permission.
I'm gonna bust out the whiskey.
You have my permission to take leave there,
I'll be
soldier.
back in a minute. All right.
Because this is turning into a classic right here. Imagine if this. Oh my God! Imagine if this was a Super Bowl next year. Could be. Could be. We could be looking at the next Super Bowl right here. Coleman to the outside. Trying that user juke. Getting sticky. I wonder if you're James Smyth here, if you're the Niners, do you go for like a 7-minute drive to just ice the game and get the dub? What do you think, Paddy Pigskin? Here it comes.
Back with the whiskey. This is a Waterford Crystal whiskey decanter, and the whiskey is a single malt, and it's from New Hampshire, a tiny little town in New Hampshire in the middle of fucking nowhere. Passed through it about 2-3 weeks ago. There was nobody there. I'm like, I'm going to get these guys to business. So, single malt. People have asked for a bit of single malt, and single malt is what they'll get. If I remember the name, I'll give you the name of it if people are into whiskey.
I think maybe having a couple of sips. Maybe having a couple of sips will jog your memory. Went for a strip there. Always risky. Schlancha, mate. Cheers, big ears. Same goes, big nose. Now,
cheers.
Now, match prediction here. I was just saying, could the Niners be going for a 7-minute drive here to ice this game out, to literally punch it in with nearly zeros on the clock, so the Busty, who's looked unstoppable, has very little time left. Is that hitting the spot, mate? Is that refreshing?
Me, it's putting hairs on the chest instantly. That, as if I wasn't warm enough already, and that's warming the cockles really instantly. It's a good whiskey. Credit to the guys who are making it. That's a huge play. Sanders loves those dives over the top, doesn't he? He's just full extension of Devos. Oh, that was Emmanuel Sanders.
Showing the veteran play here. Garoppolo is 10 of 10. He's perfect in this one. He's absolutely perfect. Let's call a spade a spade. He absolutely shat the bed in the Super Bowl. But this game right here, he's looking phenomenal. That's good run D. That's the best run D we've seen at Busty all day. That's huge.
Yep.
I got to
To be
tell
fair,
you.
Jimmy G didn't do much in any of the playoff games. If you look at his box scores, he really didn't do much. He just leaned on the defense and the run to get into the final, and he got his pants.
Yep, he
And
really
that
did.
was that.
He really did.
Well,
Adult
he's doing well
diapers.
here. He's doing well here today.
He's got the screen again. Oh, has he busted this open?
He's away.
Great
Get a
user
block.
tackle. Great open field tackle there from Busty. That is clutch. He got onto Earl Thomas III, and he makes the clutch user tackle here, avoiding blocks. And actually, James even was covering up the ball. He was covering up the ball by pressing the RB button to avoid a fumble. Makes it easier to tackle, but I tell you what, I am liking the theory here that you run this all the way down and punch in 7. Look at the user! Oh, the stumble! Oh my God!
Ow.
No stumble, and we've got
I don't
7.
remember Coleman.
No
I don't
stumble.
remember Kevin Coleman being this fast, by the way, Jules. He's fucking putting the wheels on here today.
Coleman's got some. He's got jets in his boots if he needs them. Up the middle now, trying to get
Certainly
skinny,
has.
falling forward. We've got 2nd and goal from the 1. James has seen something he likes in terms of the defense here, and he's punched it in. This is huge.
Nice. Great block from the
Clutch.
Harvard boy there. Just stuffed it right up the middle. Untouched. This is going down to again. Like, the
Unbelievable.
people watching are getting 2 fantastic finals there. They really are. Like,
Unbelievable.
all to play for going down into 2 minutes. Absolutely fantastic stuff from all 4 guys.
Now have you left, and it's only a 3-point lead, okay? So 3 sends it to OT. Have you left too much time for Busty? What do you think?
Yeah, I think, I mean, Busty can march. All Busty needs is a big run from Ingram. He can send that thing 50, 60 yards down the field in one play.
All right, I want to hear predictions from chat. Who's winning this one, chat? Who's winning it? Oh, Ingram's gone! Ingram has cribbed it! Oh my God, is he gone? No one's catching him.
I called it.
Touchdown, Ravens! This is massive. And now,
Darren, I'm going to take credit for that one, that you were clearly listening to the commentary there and just hand it off to the big man, let him do the rest.
Ingram, the hero. But has he scored too soon again? Oh my God! It's now.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point I was trying to make, is that Busty can knock off a massive run and then there's time left on the clock. So this is far from over. This is swinging both ways, boys.
Now I don't know. People are saying there's your answer for the win. Look, he's only got 2 timeouts, but he's still got the 2-minute warning. And he's proven James's offense this week has come along leaps and bounds. It's night and day compared to last week where we saw what did we see? 5 field goals. I mean, this is a completely different performance right here.
Anything going.
And shout out to
yeah, absolutely.
shout out to all the players. They've clearly labbed during the week. They've studied their tape, right? They have, and now they're coming back playing brilliant football. This is going to be a huge drive. We start with a stretch, and he's got the sticks as well, and then first down.
Filthy.
Oh, this is huge.
Yeah, you're right there.
Oh my God.
Like Trumpo Monkey. James is a different animal this week.
He
came out last week, obviously played really good defense, but just couldn't get out and rolling on the offensive side of the ball. This week, absolutely no issues against a guy who played solid defense last week with Darren. And clearly he's done his homework. Very analytical side of this Madden tournament, and I love to see it.
Agreed. We could be looking to pass here with how long he's taking. This would be interesting. Be interesting to see if he does just hand it off and he's trolling here. That's a lot of audibles, though. A lot of audibles. Garoppolo was perfect. A lot can go wrong when you pass the ball. And then it ends up being a goal. A lot can go wrong when the ball's in the air. Samuels is, nearly broke free. In real life, IRL, Deebo Samuels broke his foot. He's out for 4 months, 12 weeks. Why are we laughing? Why are we laughing? Jesus, that's evil.
Huge stop.
Tackle for a loss there. Tackle for a loss, and he's used the timeout as Busty. That's interesting. Okay, here we go. Now, this looks like a passing formation. Interesting. Busty's coming out with zones though. This is a soft approach here. Oh, he's throwing a pick. Oh,
he's got to be over.
Oh, that could be curtains.
Ow.
Oh, that is a bad read.
What did we say? What have I always said about Jimmy G? Yep. Monkey. I've always said I never really trust Jimmy G when the chips are down to get it done, and he throws a pick at an absolutely crucial time of the game right there.
He's been perfect, and now a first down, and this is over. Now he's cribbed it. I think he's cribbed it. Oh, that's curtains though. Now the best.
That's probably better right there.
That
be better that he got tackled in bounds.
That hurts. Yeah, that really hurts now. You know, I'm no mathematician. I'm just a monkey with a headset, but barring an unfortunate turnover here, that is all she wrote, I'm afraid. Look at Ingram. Look at Ingram.
He's still moving the legs.
He's got 16 rushes.
He loves that. He loves contact.
269 yards on the ground. Oh my God.
Dude, we weren't far off. I'm pretty sure we said 250 in the first quarter. So we're pretty spot on with that prediction for Ingram. The guy just loves contact. He just loves fucking running over people.
He really does.
Getting to the yard after contact. He just loves it. Eats it up. But yeah, fantastic performance from Darren here, making that pick, you know, at the death really.
Champion.
And the 49ers look like they were rolling a little bit.
Caliber move here. Busty's gone in and changed the coaching suggestions there to ball carrier conservative to minimize his chance at a fumble here. Clutch play, but he really only needs to take knees. So I mean, he's going to run it. He's gone for a strip, which means it's face mask. When you turn, you can adjust these things in the coaching settings. You can tell your lads to go out there and try and strip the ball, but that's knees now. He can just kneel on it. He can kneel on it, and it's done. Is he going to punch it in? Is he going to put him to the sword? This is ruthlessness right here. There you go.
You have to do it. You got to do it. He's done it. A championship for the Donegal Derry Vipers, and that's medium jersey.
Absolute ruthlessness here. Could have taken the knees. Said, no, I'm going to murder you.
No.
Ironically,
no, you gotta put him to the start.
Ironically,
no mercy.
He's left him with a chance here because if he gets a one-play touchdown and an onside kick, he can still tie it up. If the shoe was on the other foot, Ingram could easily pop off a big one. I just don't know if Coleman has got the same breakaway ability. Let's give a quick shout out to Bank 6, who came in with the 175 viewer raid. You are tuning in to the American Football Island Madden 20 Championship final for the Xbox right here. I'm Chopper Monkey. That handsome devil over there in Massachusetts is Patty Pigskin. Both former Dublin Rebels players. And
Coleman's got the breakaway.
Are you kidding?
He's got the breakaway played. I just said it's not possible. Wow. Wait to put fucking humble pie in my mouth right there.
Right. And you know what? I'm kicking my field goal here.
This isn't over. This isn't over, man. We're going right down to the wire. I love this.
I can't believe it. Jimmy G, don't you dare
gotta get a quick one off here.
Don't you dare throw a pick.
Jimmy G string, you gotta do
He's going and throwing a pick.
Oh, he's oh my God. Just cannot trust the guy when you need a play. Oh man. Marlon Humphreys with the double sleeve action going on there.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Jimmy Garoppolo coming into 2 minutes and two minutes left in the game. Jimmy G was perfect. 100% completion rate, touchdown, over 100 yards through the air. And in the final 2 minutes of the game, he comes in and throws two soul-destroying interceptions. And that is going to be our game, guys. Mark Ingram, 283 yards, 4 touchdowns. Mate, stick a fork in me. I'm done. These have been unbelievable finals. Unbelievable.
We have our handsome sideline reporter. Popping in here.
I wouldn't say
handsome. Polish.
How are we getting on? So, like, I mean, 2 fantastic games today, boys. Unbelievable. like right to the wire. I couldn't have asked for 2 better games to just cap off this championship series. Been absolutely phenomenal.
Incredible.
I've got a couple of things. I just want to thank a few people. Firstly, I just want to thank all the members of American Football Ireland for coming together, getting their teams in for this, and just making this championship what it was. I also want to say a special thanks to Joe Buchanan. Joe's one of the board members along with myself. And what people haven't seen is the amount of work that Joe's put in to making this thing work, the scheduling, getting everything sorted, collecting all the information. Like, he's been absolutely fantastic. Without him, this would not have happened. And then lastly, to both Trumpet Monkey and Paddy Pigskin, you guys have absolutely been fantastic. So on behalf of the American Football Ireland board, thank you to both of you for coming in and helping us and making this an absolute memorable championship.
Mate, thanks for having us. Paddy, I bloody enjoyed it. I'm just letting everybody know in chat, the full replay will be available on the YouTube there. And thank you. A lot of tournament administrative work goes on behind the scenes to organize everybody. Paulish, you and Joe have been absolutely awesome. Everything, even down to the little things. The fact we've got James Smith's handbag and Joe Namath furry coat picture on the screen there is because you guys have provided us with bios and images. I've had a great time. Paddy Pigskin.
Yeah, I've had a fantastic time. You've honestly, the AFI have made our jobs easy. I just roll out of bed, I drink a couple of beers, talk over this. All the hard work is done by the guys behind the scenes. Like, honestly, and you've made our jobs easy because the quality of the games has been so good.
Yeah.
Like, this is just genuine reactions we're giving you to these games. Like, we love watching them because they're just entertaining to watch. So it makes our life and our job totally easy to do. All the hard work has been done behind the scenes by you guys at AFI. So I just want to personally say thank you to all the hard work that's been done. I know it's been a rough year. COVID-19 has been a fucking rough year for everybody, but you found a way to keep unity of the Irish American Football League going. Using a virtual way of playing football, which is through Madden. So I just want to thank you guys for putting together a fantastic tournament. And I'm honoured that you asked me to be involved. I've had an absolute blast doing it. And yeah, I just want to say thanks very much for getting this all sorted. You've done an absolutely fantastic job, lads.
I appreciate that, mate. I appreciate that. And I'm just about to pull the 2 lads in, but I'm seeing Tim Ryan in the comments saying next year again must be. I think probably something that we'll look at to bridge that gap that we have at the end of our regular season. But
yeah,
just keep the eyes peeled on the AFI socials.
Well,
but
guys, I got to tell you this, Polish,
then.
with Madden 21 dropping on August 25th. We got brand new Madden coming. That could be a fun way to kick off the Madden season as well. I'll always be up for supporting the American Football Ireland. I think it's a fantastic organization. I think the fact that we have so many divisions, so many teams within Ireland, the very small but magnificent island, as well as the flag football, is like absolutely epic and testament to both the dedication of the players as well as the administration behind it. So I think it's fantastic, and I can't wait to see you guys all again soon in the flesh at Dicey Riley's for some Jaeger bombs.
And listen, like you said, a lot of people don't actually realise how big football is here. So for anybody that isn't aware of the Irish League, go to americanfootball.ie and you'll actually get like an insight into what we've actually got going on. But listen, what I'll do is I'll jump in and I'll let the lads know I'm going to pull them in, then I'll drop them in for you to talk to.
Brilliant.
But again, thank you very much, boys.
Thanks, mate. Okay, so joining us in just a moment in the voice chat, James Smyth, who we saw win last week, born in New York City. Hey, I'm walking here. Lives in Dublin. He plays corner for the South Dublin Panthers youth team for a year. His favorite NFL team is the New York Giants. Favorite NFL moment, watching the Giants win the Superb Owl, the Super Bowl back in 2012. Greatest sporting achievement, he made the final of the Leinster Metro Cup in rugby 3 years in a row. He plays the piano. He plays a mean game of Madden. James, we're going to talk to you first as a runner-up, mate. Tough L, but you got the heart of a champion. You got the heart of a lion. That was, mate, your offense came along leaps and bounds this week. How are you feeling?
I'm a bit annoyed that I couldn't stop the run, and I couldn't. Like, my defense was so good last week, and it wasn't good this week. But my offense was bad last week, but it was good this week. Just the complete opposite this week. So, yeah.
Getting the balance is a little bit difficult. But I got to tell you, we're out here. Jimmy G at halftime last week had 17 pass yards and 40% completion rate. Don't ask me why I can remember that. I can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning, but I can remember your stat line from halftime last week, okay? Jimmy G was 100% completion rate, over 100 yards, a touchdown with 2 minutes left in this game. And then he came out and pulled a real Jimmy G Super Bowl on it with 2 picks. Look, we felt for you, mate, but I got to tell you, you gave us a game, and your stick skill this week was on point with that Coleman. Busty knows how to use her. He's listening to me. I can see him shake. He's nodding his head there in agreement. He's in the chat as well. Busty knows that, like, how to use her tackle. But you could have made a pro look like silly out there on the sticks. That was really, really good usering. Were you practicing during the week? Where did that come from?
I was practicing all throughout the week, and I rewatched Busty's game, and I was watching his streams leading up. I don't think he knew I was watching his streams, so I knew what he did. I knew a couple of his go-tos, so I was just trying to exploit them.
You're pulling a Bill Belichick on it, right? There we go. Hey, it's only cheating if you get caught. Mate, Gary, I'm hogging the mic, mate. Paddy Pigskin's got some questions for you, some comments too.
All right.
Yeah, James, just echo what Chris said, it was night and day really between this week and last week. The offensive efficiency you had compared to your game in the semi-finals was a massive jump up. So congratulations on being able to move the ball a lot more. Definitely seemed to lean on Tevin Coleman, just breaking the corner there and taking it to the house. Was there something you saw in Darren's defense that made you go with, I always talk about in real life, I never really trust Jimmy G when the chips are down. Was there a particular reason why you you trusted the passing game there towards the end, or was there something you could detect in the defense you felt like you could exploit?
I realized he puts a lot of men on the line, so it's hard to tell when he's blitzing and when he's not blitzing. So I always come out in the gun formation so I can block my running back and tight end, give me a little bit more time to get some routes. So if they got open, I could just hit them.
Bloody smart stuff. I love it, man. And look, from us and from the viewers, the PS4 final, I don't know if you guys watch that. That was a tough act to follow, but that was a phenomenal final right there. Like, James, your fourth quarter drive that actually took the lead was absolutely clutch as well. You played with the heart of a champion, mate. It kind of sucks there can only be one winner at the end of the day. You played brilliantly. You got any final messages for family, friends, fans, your fellow players, for the idiot commentator? Anybody? Go ahead. The mic's yours.
Thanks to all my mates and teammates and family that are watching today. They've been great throughout the whole tournament, giving me support. So, yeah, shout out to them.
Are we going to see you back next time?
Hopefully, yeah.
Brilliant. Paddy, final words for our runner-up on the Xbox, James Smyth.
Congratulations for getting to the final, James. Giving us a really good game to watch. Like Chris said, it was a tough act to follow that other final that was on ahead of you. But you really brought your A game, and you gave us plenty of entertainment. So well done. Come back next year. Maybe you can go one step further, and hopefully our Giants can win 6 games this season and not fucking shit the bed like they've been doing the last couple of years.
Yeah, hopefully.
Awesome. All right then, mate. Moving on then to our champion, Darren, aka Busty. Mate, what a game! What a game! And when you punched it in there, when you could have taken knees, I took a beat and I said, hold on a second. There's still a chance that James could come back and actually tie this up with a miracle. It would require an onside kick. I get it. So it was a bit of a sweaty in the end, but I got to tell you look confident from the opening kickoff. How do you feel, mate?
I was shitting myself from the start. I swear, man, I was absolutely nervous as well. See, once my first race, when I threw a pick, I just tried to not get annoyed at it because he didn't drop on the cover 2 at all, and I played the PA crossers, which is stupid. got through it when he was man marked as well. So it was shocking play on the pick. But I felt if I could try and get a safety out of that at least, but I stopped him well and I got the ball back and that gave me a wee bit of confidence.
Yep.
And then went and scored a 7 then, so it changed. Then I settled down a wee bit then.
Yep. Your run. Well, I'm gonna let Paddy Pigskin, who was gushing over Mark Ingram, his 4 touchdowns, he's 280 yards rushing. Paddy, take it away.
Well done, Darren. I appreciate that comment because it kind of justifies the fact that I said he looks smooth and calm on the outside, but he's fucking shitting his jocks on the inside. So the fact that you did say that you were very nervous coming into the game, that backs up what I said there. But something I always say is like, go with the hot hand. And the hot hand for you has certainly been handoffs to Mark Ingram and letting him do his thing. The numbers speak for themselves. I think in the first quarter, myself and Chris said maybe he's going to go off for 250 yards here. And you actually eclipsed that with over 280 yards. Hats off to you there. That's just something you felt like, look, this is working for me. I know I can break off a couple of first downs like straight away. And then he's only one little stick shift away from going to the house. Is that you felt like that's what you felt was working? That's what you're going to, build your base of your offense on, was the run game of Mark Ingram.
The plan was actually a passing game coming in, so I had to change up my game. See, cover 3, level sail is the only thing really gets open on a cover 3, but it depends. With Lamar Jackson, it depends on the edge rusher, and he contained him, or he didn't rush like the end, and he stopped also. See, when I tried to scramble out for the level sail, I couldn't get my feet set. I was getting tackled, so I had to change up. I went read option and used the middle. That was working. And I said at halftime, the only thing that I'm getting is 8 to 10 yards on the read option. I need to keep ticking that and force them then to allow me to get the outside, which I got then. The one with Lamar Jackson got me maybe 20 yards. And then he started, I think then I got him out of his comfort zone on defense. And then I started hitting the stretches and stuff. Man.
Now, mate, you're a Bears fan in real life, not Bears. But tell me you're buying a Mark Ingram jersey after this, though.
I might have to buy the whole team's jersey.
You can adopt the Ravens as your AFC team, right? I just want to mention again for the uninitiated at home, you're from Derry, love the accent, play for the Donegal Derry Vipers, defensive end for 8 years. Where are my manners? I'm actually going to get your picture up on the screen. You must excuse me right here. There we are. You're about to murder a quarterback. Awesome action shot. The Bears fan, but also a streamer. I want everybody to head over to Busty's channel and give him a follow as well. We might raid you after this, Busty, to bring you over there. Mate, there was a huge sack. There were two points in the game that you might have thought I didn't notice, okay? The first was the big sack that you got on Garoppolo at the end of the first half, which basically erased the option for 3 points there for James. That was big. Yeah. I saw you getting pumped as well. The second, and you might have thought we missed this, the second was the fail hurdle at the 1 yard line. So you want to tell us a little bit about what was going through your head there as you attempted to hurdle, and I I think everybody clenched a little bit there, just whoop, what's going on there? Because that was nearly a fumble. Tell us what you were thinking. I mean, you punched it in the very next play.
As regards the hurdle, I was through. I probably, if I don't hurdle, I'm probably taking it enough. I just go left a wee bit. But I always hurdle online, and I just do it all the time because if it comes off, it looks great. So that's on I always do. Doing near the 1 yard line and stuff like that. See if I'm at the sideline, I'll try it. Sometimes I do it in returns. It's something that I always do. So I thought after last week, why not give it a go? If I hurdle over him and scored a touchdown, it'll be something you'll not forget.
Mate, it was absolutely brilliant. Congratulations. You are the inaugural. So for the first time we're ever doing this, right, officially, apart from players getting together and drinking and playing each other. You are the inaugural American Football Island Madden 20 Championship Series Xbox champion. I gotta tell you, I don't know how we're gonna do it, okay, but I would love to see you and Jonathan Headley somehow figure out a game so that we can get the undisputed heavyweight champion of Ireland. How could we get that done? Look, maybe we can borrow systems, and when Madden 21 comes out, we can kick it all off with the title fight to determine who is the champion of Ireland, and then start it all over again. What do you think?
That sounds good to me. I watched a wee bit of the first game. See, going 17-0 down and coming back, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, Jam was good. And I'll tell you what, the quality's been amazing, and the comments in chat have been really heartfelt and highly accurate, saying that those are some of the best games we've ever seen. I got to tell you, I watch a lot of competitive Madden, and this was really, really entertaining. So thank you to you. Thank you to all the semi-finalists and the finalists for making Paddy Pigskin and my job super easy. Paddy's over there drinking at frickin' 8 a.m. single malts, you know. This is a very easy way to spend your Sunday. And any final words for our Xbox One champion, Paddy?
I just got to say, it was great to watch you over the last 2 weeks. You know, it was good to actually see the emotions coming from you, whether you're doing good or bad. I felt like that was nice to be able to see the emotions that go into playing this game. And yeah, we need a pound for pound champ, man. I think we got to do maybe a game on the Xbox and a game on the PlayStation. Take like an aggregate score or something like that, and that's gonna be the pound for pound champ. Fuck McGregor and Mayweather. This is the true crossover fight that we need to see. Let's get a pound for pound matchup going on here and see who is the true king of Madden in Ireland. We can't have two champs. There's no fucking interim belts here.
Right.
You have a true undefeated champion in Ireland. That's how it's got to be.
I love it. And but hey, maybe we could save it. We could save it for the next actual Shamrock Bowl as well. You know, you never know. We could do something massive. We could do an arena esport event. I'd be down for it. Any final words then, Busty, before we then sign off officially? Final words, mate.
Just cheers to everybody for watching, supporting, coming through the chat throughout the week. Obviously, we watched the video from last week. We were doing studying throughout the week. No, it was a lot of effort went into trying to read how we were going to win this game, and everybody came through to shout at them, and all the Vipers there to watching as well. Love these, and I represent the jersey. Love it. The white one, I think the white one's nicer, to be honest.
It's good.
Definitely
Now,
nicer jersey.
Can we get a zoom in? Can we see, because you're on the screen, can we see the numbers? Are we still getting the snake pattern on those numbers there? Oh, we are.
What's my stick back?
Oh yes, red snakeskin. It's a big flex.
I dig it. No, oh my God. There we go.
Shout out to everybody, man.
You fill it out nicely. You fill it out nicely. You just need a few more tats. That's all. Just not enough ink. Of course, I'm being an idiot. So, mate, congratulations, right? And with that, Paddy Pigskin Polish, we're gonna raid Busty's channel from my channel after this as well. We got any final words, Polish, that we want to say here? Thank you from me to the players and the AFI. Thank you to you, you handsome bastard, Paddy Pigskin, the best commentator duo that have ever existed for the American Football Island, because you come first in a race of one.
Thanks very much for I've had a blast. It's been great. I felt like we bounced off each other with the banter very well the last 2 weeks. I've had a blast doing it. Thanks for being my commentator partner here in the commentating booth. Maybe Romo has to look over his shoulder a little bit.
My absolute pleasure. I have enjoyed wearing no pants for the last 2 weeks and sitting in front of the same brick wall as you, my friend.
And I want to give one last shout out for anybody that may miss that and anybody that's still on the stream. Shout out to the Maynooth University Hurricanes. I'm going to be sponsoring them this year whenever they actually do play football. Paddy Pigskin logo is going to be on their jerseys. So big shout out to them. They're my alma mater. They will always have a place in my heart. Now we can give back to the university in some shape or form by sponsoring the team. So that's my last plug. If you like the podcast, if you've never heard of it before, Pigskin on all the podcast apps. You can give and review and do all that sort of stuff. That's enough for me shiting on. Thanks for having me in the commentating booth once more.
Yes, sir. It's been epic. Polish, any final words then?
I think you have just summed everything up, lads. The only thing that we haven't mentioned is for both our winners, Joe will be in touch. He'll email the winners tonight. Both are getting a £50 voucher for, I think it's Football America UK, That can help them for some gear or stuff for next season.
That's it.
I know you touched on.
There's no doubt that
Go on, mate.
Darren's going to be spending on fucking bicep bands. Darren's going to be spending that 50 on bicep bands. I've no doubt about
Extra small. But, yeah, Gary, I know you touched on if we get back to football. We have circulated our roadmap on how we're going to get back to football. I know personally I've missed football this season. I was out injured last year with a ruptured PCL, so I was excited to get back to football this year, and we did everything we could, but unfortunately COVID was against us. But we will be getting some flag football, hopefully some youth football this season, and I'm really looking forward to taking the field again next year.
Yeah,
so
you bet.
Keep your eyes peeled.
And I just want to say, if you're watching and you're in Ireland and you're young enough, Timmy Ryan, I know that doesn't apply to you, then go and find your local club and sign up. The American Football Ireland is really a top-notch sports organization, and the teams are awesome. The camaraderie is awesome. The coaching is spot on, bang on. A really awesome community. So check it out. And with that then, thank you for watching the American Football Ireland Madden 20 Championship Series. We have our PlayStation champion. We have our Xbox champion. I am Trumpet Monkey. That is Patty Pigskin. We're going to raise Busty. We're going to raid him, I should say. We're not going to raise him. Have an awesome Sunday, and we'll catch you at the next tournament. Hype.
Drink whiskey, pet dogs.
Be good, and if you can't be good, don't get caught. Let the raid commence!
Oh.